Sir,
Yes.
page number 224.
Number. Okay, this chapter we saw last week, the time value of money. The time value of money, in the sense, it is a simple interest on compound reserve. Whenever you are investing something this year, and what is the amount for the next 5 years, or the end of the 5 years, or 10 years, like that. That the 10 years you are having that money, and what is to be invested, what is the value for this present value, like that, and forward and backward, like that. You have to calculate it, and this is the straight method, and the formula is available, factor, PV factor, and PV factor is in the table. So you have to calculate, the table is available for number of years, and from the multiplication, what is the amount to be invested, and it is to be multiplied by the factor, then you will get the total amount, like that. So this the method and notations also we saw, that PV and FPN, CTA and RGN, like that, the number of periods, expected growth rate, cash flows, interest rate or discount rate, seeing constant periodic cash flow over a given time. Cash flow occurring at the end of the year T, like that. The future value of the single amount, the first year, second year, third year, we have calculated like that, simple interest, and 1000 into 0.1, it gives us 100. And you have to add this 1000 plus 100, 100 and 1000 and 100, and you have to multiply with this interest 10%. Accordingly, you have to add together, and it will come. It is a lengthy process. For that, we have to calculate it with the use of that factor FV n. N is the number of years, PV into 1 plus R whole power n. This formula, it is called the future value interest factor, and you have to multiply with this, and you have to calculate the total amount. Like that, the 1000 into 1.1 whole power 8 is equal to 1000 into 2.11144. It comes about 2144. You have to directly, you have to refer the table, that is a ready reckoner available. Based on that, you have to calculate it. And 12 years, what is the amount, like that. Then the graphical view also, we saw that whenever the interest rate is increasing, the graph will be there and the amount will be more. Like that, as a compound and simple interest also, we have to differentiate it. And what is the simple interest, after the certain years, what is the amount it will come. After the 100 years, it will come to 11,000 rupees when you are investing 1,000 rupees, and the interest rate accordingly you have to add for particular the front, what is the amount usually invested. Based on that, you have to calculate the interest only. All of them will be added together only. Then it will come to 11,000 rupees. And here the compound interest is 1,000 into plus 100, and the total amount at the end of the year 1,100 into, you have to calculate it accordingly. At the end of the year, you have to accumulate it, and you have to calculate and add together. So likewise, the 100 years, this amount is 11,000. This 100 years is 13 lakhs, like that. So here is the doubling period. The doubling period is the whenever you are investing something, in which year and what is the interest rate, and it will be double. That is a simple rule explained earlier, that 72 by 8. The 72 is roughly you have to calculate it there. Based on that example, interest rate is 8%. The doubling period is about 9 years. 72 by 8. Likewise, if the interest rate is 4%, then 72, the period is about 18 years, and 72 by 4 through somewhat crude method, and where the accurate method is also available, 0.35 plus 69 by interest rate. So accordingly, you have to calculate the doubling period of the system. Finding the growth rate also. The growth rate is also here. There's some example. 5,000 you are investing at 5% interest rate, and the year is 10 years. Then 5,000 into 1.05 whole power 10. Then is equal to 5,000 into this 1.5 whole to 1.629. We have to refer this also the factor from the table also. So 8,145. Consider another example. Phoenix Limited return and the 100 million 2000, which increased to 1000 million in 2010. What was the compound growth revenue? So you have to equate it. Whenever you are using 1000 and 100 into 1 plus g whole power 10, then you have to calculate the g value, that is from the reverse side 1.26 minus 1.26. So 0.26 is equal to 26%, like that you have to calculate it. Then present value of single amount. The present value of single amount here, you are investing 1000 rupees 3 years. Hence, what is the present value of this amount? If the interest rate is 10%, the present value can be calculated by discounting 1000 to present point of cash flow. So, present value, when you are having that the value of 3 years, hence 1000 rupees means, and value of 2 years, you have to calculate 1 by 1.1. Then 1 by 1.1 into 1 by 1.1, the 1 year. Present value 1 by 1.1 into 1 by 1 by 1.1 into 1 by 1.1. This is a formula. The process of discounting used for calculating the present value is simply inverse the compounding. Whenever you are in the compounding, you are multiplying with the power, and it is to be inverse. You have to inverse the compounding formula, then you will calculate this. So here the FEN is equal to PV by PV into 1 plus R whole power. This is a formula. They're dividing both sides. They are calculating and we are arriving this formula. Then PV is equal to FE1 divided by 1 by 1 plus R. So 1 by divided by 1 plus 1, this is cancelled, and this is FE by 1 plus R power whole power n. Otherwise, you have to you are calculating PV, then it will come this fraction comes to this next side, and it will come FV by 1 plus 1 power R power n, like that. So this is the formula. You have to calculate it, and it is called the discounting factor or the present value interest factor. So this exhibit is also available for the calculation purpose, and you have to the fraction, the amount factor, you have to multiply it. So what is the present value? 1000 receivable 6 years. Hence, if the rate of discount is 10%. So the present value 1000 and what is the present value 1000? Receivable 6 years. So here you have to calculate it. 1000 into PVIF 10% 6. So it is a value 0.565, and 1000 into 0.65 is equal to 565. Likewise, you have to calculate it. And what is the present value? 1000 receivable 20 years. Hence, the discount rate is 8%. Then the exhibit does not have the value of PF 820. We obtain the answer as per the equation. So 1 by 1.0 power 8 whole power 20 is equal to, then 1000 into, this is the straight formula. You have to calculate it, and the 1000 into PVIF. 1000 into PIF, it gives out 0.63, 0.463 and 214. This is a formula. You have to calculate it. The amount when you are having that the discounting factor, like that. So the PV value of PV for various combination of there is a table up to this is the year 12 years, and the interest is 14% is available. It is also possible to extend that more than that 12 years, and also the interest rate also. Graphical view also here, discounting factor, it is discounting. Whenever the percentage is increasing and discounting is also less. Like that, you have to calculate that 6% means is a fraction, and 10% is fraction, and 14% is in between 0.25 to 0.5, like that. The present value of uneven series. So there is already, you are having that uniform interest rate means you have to calculate accordingly. The uneven series means the interest rate differs. The amount is also differs, like that. So when you are having that, you have to apply this formula, and you have to calculate it year by year, like that. So here the first year cash flow is 1000 rupees and PV this is, and total present value in legal cash flow. and second year is 20,000, 2,000, then you have to calculate it for this second year. Like that, you have to calculate and you have to add together, then it will come out the uneven series, uneven interest rate, uneven investment, like that. Future value of annuity. The annuity is a stream of constant cash flow payment or receipt occurring at regular intervals of time. The premium payments of life insurance policy, where we are remitting some money for the life insurance, the amount of premium is the same every year. The example are an annuity. The life insurance is the example for the annuity. When the cash flows occur at the end of the each period, the annuity is called ordinary annuity or deferred annuity. When the cash flows occur at the end of each period, you have to underline this. At the end of each period of the annuity is called the ordinary annuity or deferred annuity. When the cash flow occurs at the beginning of each period, the annuity is called annuity due. So at the starting itself, you are remitting the amount, then the annuity due. So our discussion here will focus on a deferred annuity. The formula, of course, can be applied with some modification to an annuity due. So suppose you deposit 1,000 annually in a bank for 5 years and your deposit earn compound interest rate of 10%. What will be the value of this series deposit and annuity at the end of 5 years? Assuming that each deposit occurs at the end of the year, the future value of annuity will be, so 1,000 into 1.1 whole power 4 plus 1,000 into 1.1 whole power 3 plus 1,000 into 1.1 whole power 2 plus 1,000 into 1.10 plus 1,000, the last value. So you have to calculate it 6,105 after 5 years. This is 6,105. The time for the annuity shows exhibit is also available, the 7-8 exhibit. This is the exhibit 1,000, 1,100, 1,000, 1,210, 1,000, 1,131, and 1,000 is the 1,464. Then add together 6,105. So the formula in general terms of the future value of annuity is given by the formula FVA equal to A into 1 plus R whole power n minus 1 plus A into 1 plus R n minus 2 plus all the years and lastly the investment cash flow, that is A. So you have to A into 1 by 1 plus R whole power n minus 1 divided by R. Like that you have to calculate, because all the things you are having that this 1 plus R whole power n, then this is A is the common one. Then you have to calculate it A into 1 plus R whole power n minus 1 divided by R. Like that. So the formula comes like this, and the formula is then derived from this. Based on that, you have to calculate it, and 1 plus R whole power 1 minus 1 divided by R is referred to the future value interest factor for an annuity future value interest factor amount. The value factor in several combination of R and is the exhibit 7 and 4. It is a very several combination 2 to 12 years, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14%. Like that, the formula is available. The detailed, already I mentioned that the detailed table is also available. I will post it here after the scan. Already scanned is available. I will post it. Application. So the future value annuity formula can be applied in variety of context. Its important application are here. So knowing what is the life in store, knowing what lies in store for you. Suppose you have decided to deposit 30,000 per year in your public provident fund for 30 years. What will be the accumulated amount in your public provident fund at the end of 30 years if the interest rate is 11%? So the accumulated sum will be 30,000. 30,000 and deposit per year in your public account. So the 1.1 whole power 1.1 power year 30 minus 1 divided by R. So this is a 30,000. This formula you have to simplify it, and it becomes 5 lakhs 97 59 lakhs 70,600, like that. What is the amount? Oh, that's all correct. 59 lakhs. How much should you save annually? You want to buy a house after 5 years. What is the expected cost of 2 million? How much should you save annually if your savings earn compound return of 12%? So this is also we have to calculate it. The future value interest factor 5 years annuity given an interest rate of 12%, then FEI is equal to 5 years R is equal to 12%. Apply this formula and 6.33 becomes the factor. The annual savings should be the 2 million divided by 6.33353. Then it comes about 314,812. This amount you have to calculate it accordingly. So, annual deposit in a sinking fund. The sinking fund is the important one. The sinking fund you have to calculate it by using this depreciation. Sinking fund is used for calculation of the sinking depreciation of the asset. So, annual deposit in sinking fund. Futura Limited has an obligation to redeem 500 million worth of bonds 6 years. Hence, how much should company deposit annually in a sinking fund according wherein it earns 14% interest to accumulate to 500 million in 6 years time. So here the future value interest factor 6-year annuity given interest rate is 14%. Then you have to future value. You have to calculate it at 8.536. The annual sinking fund deposit should be 500 million divided by 8.36. Then annually you have to deposit this amount. Then only it will come about 500 after the years. This method you have to calculate it and finding the interest rate some other method. The finance company advertises that it will pay a lump sum of 8,000 at the end of year 6 years to investors who deposit annually 1,000 for 6 years. What interest rate implicit in this offer? So the interest rate may be calculated 2 steps. One, FEA or 6. This is the interest rate R you have to calculate it. For this contract, what is the amount? The lump sum 8,000 rupees. The company finance that will pay 8,000 rupees. And at the end of 6 years, it will deposit annually 1,000. Then 1,000 into FEA. Then it comes to the FEI is equal to 8,000 by 1,000. Then 8.00. So this is the factor. Then the factor table read below corresponding 6 years until you find the value close to 8. Doing so, you find that. So with this 8 point, the table is available. The table, you go to the table and the 8, where is that in nearing 8.155. 8.5 is near to 8.00. Then the 6 years and 12%. So here also the 6 years, the year is mentioned here. What is the year? The year is mentioned here and the 12% rate. So accordingly, you have to calculate it. So the eligible rate is at 12%. So how long should you wait? You want to take up a trip to moon. It costs about this amount. Then this is 10 lakhs. The cost expected to remain unchanged in nominal terms. You can save annually 50,000 to fulfill your desire. How long will you have wait to your savings earned an interest rate of 12%? The future value of annuity 50,000 that earns 12% equated to 10 lakhs. So that 50,000 FEFA and it is equal to 1 lakh and the formula is FEFA is there. The 1.12 whole power n minus 1 divided by 0.12. So accordingly you have to calculate this from this amount 1.12 power and you have to simplify everything 1.12 power n minus 1 is equal to this amount. Then 0.12 is multiplication, this is division. Then 2.4. Then 1.12 power n is equal to 2.4. This minus 1, this side it comes about plus 1 and 3.4. Then you have to multiply this, you have to take it a log. N into log 1.12 is equal to log of 3.4. Then n is equal to the fraction 10.8 years. You have to wait for 11 years. Likewise, the formula, you have to apply this formula according to the need. Whatever the need you want, and you have to calculate it accordingly for the cost. What is whenever you are analyzing something for the project formulation, you must know about the time value of money. That is why this portion is included here. Then present value of an annuity. Present value of the annuity. Suppose you have expect to receive 1,000 annually. What is the time now? 9:30. Then we are going to attend. Present value of an annuity. Suppose you expect to receive 1000 annually for 3 years. Okay, we will see this tomorrow. So we will have to continue and we will complete it in tomorrow class. Some of the portion is there, you have to complete it in the time value of money, then the cash flow and the cost of capital you have to complete it. Combinedly it will come 2 units, then the appraisal value is there, appraisal, out appraisal, appraise the project formulation. There are some already mentioned that IRR, ARR like that, how to calculate it. Then we will complete it, then we'll have that covers about 2 units. And the first unit itself, we are having the cost of capital and cash flow in addition to the time value of money. All of you, you are coming over on 6th to the campus. Jagan,
Sir?
you received a letter, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Be ready and come on 6th. 6th, we are not having class, I think so, because you are coming over campus means you have to wait and you have to hand over the certificate. After that, you have to inform. Okay.
Okay.
Sweta is here only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I'll be coming.
Be ready and Kirtiya is also there. Kaviyarasu.
Sir, I've told you come after Pongal.
Registration, you are not coming.
Sir, I'll submit my certificates after Pongal.
After Pongal only you are coming and submit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Because when you are coming over here, you have to stay. That is why you are deciding that after the Pongal. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For joining hostel.
You have contacted any other person, college? No.
No, sir.
Regarding hostel.
Sorry, sir.
Regarding hostel, you have contacted any reference in the college?
No, sir. I don't know whom to contact.
Okay, you decide accordingly. But the registration, at least you have to come on registration and go back. At least you have to hand over certificate and other things, the formality you have to complete, and go back to after that Pongal you come and attend. Is it possible you think it up? Okay.
Okay, sir. I'll tell you in the evening, sir.
Okay. Okay, let us complete this meeting. I don't want to take much more time because we are having that half an hour another class also. I have to attend it, and I have to work a lot for you. Then only because a lot of work is there, and I have to work for you. Prepare yes, the pattern will change. I think so because if you are attending directly means you have to write the examination direct mode only. Online mode something different. But anyhow, we will do that. MCQ and all I have to prepare, and it is useful for the assignment and some other, because already I mentioned that the CO attainment, each and every unit you have to calculate the course outcome. Course outcome. The course outcome is based on that internal test marks and tutorial, MCQ or assignment, everything combined together. So for that, anyhow, you have to conduct this test also. This team is to be there, even though you are having that contact regular classes. We will utilize this team for doing the submitting the assignment and the MCQ. Like that, you have to use it. As it is not necessary to collect hard copy and all. So you are having the soft copy. You have to upload it, and I have to see here and complete. It's only the system adapted during the COVID for the first 2 semesters. At the end of the last semester examination, and they conducted one full semester also. So it is very useful to develop your skill in this also. Whenever you are going to attend any competitive examination, this MCQ and all you are training here, it is useful. Okay, let us meet tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.